This episode of About Wings is brought to you by dervocalcoach.com, my personal recommendation when it comes to singing lessons in Vienna. This time on About Wings, it's time to get a driver's license, furnish the van, see some stunning views, slides down a mountainside, and it's getting really, really cold. Hello, and welcome to this very first episode of About Wings. This is me, Robin, a creative tea addict with an absurd obsession for freedom and dream seeking. A couple of months ago, I decided to leave my lovely apartment in Vienna to live on the road again, as I already did years before. Only this time, I wouldn't do it only with a rucksack. This time, I wanted to do it with a rolling companion, with a van. Bye bye, flat. The only problem? I didn't have a van nor a driver's license. To make my driver's license, I decided to go to my mom's home. That's near a small town called Vöcklerbruck in Upper Austria. I'm actually on my way to my first day of driver's school. I really have to thank my grandmother who financed the driver's school and license for my birthday. But the greatest and most unexpected birthday present was yet to be revealed by my mom. May I introduce? This is Hermes, my new home and my new car. You see, I was already trying to come up with the money for a van and had spent about a month to record the footage for the perfect Kickstarter video. This is my mom, by the way. All this work that could feel wasted. In the end, it didn't matter a lot anymore when my mom surprised me with a minivan. Together, Hermes and I were about to go on a great adventure. But before that, I had to get my driver's license and furnish my van. And in the meantime, we went out there to explore Upper Austria a little. When you've spent the majority of your lifetime living in a country with beautiful landscapes, you tend to lose the excitement for those breathtaking wonders of nature. At least, that's what happens to Austria and me. But when you're in travel mode, you start to see the world with entire new eyes. Every moment feels incredibly precious, since you get more aware of its exploration. I'd like to capture the moments I get to live on this beautiful world as well as I can, in my heart and on my camera. Where are we going?
Straight to the Europakreuz.
The closest translation for Europakreuz would be the Cross of Europe. It's based on the top of the mountain Feuerkugel. It's about 5 meters high and it was built of quite a lot of cubes. Each and every one of those cubes have the same size and they symbolize every EU state that there is. Within those cubes you can find stones. And those stones are from the EU countries that they symbolize. How close can you get to the sky? In the right mindset, standing on the very top of a mountain gives you a sense of freedom you hardly experience anywhere else. On one hand, you feel grounded to this majestic colors, and on the other hand, you feel how your head could get stuck in the clouds any second. It's moments like this when I realize that, despite all difficulties, I've found back on the right path. It's time to spread my wings again. It's time to rise to new heights and start seeing the world for what it really is again. A place full of possibilities and unlimited beauty. To get my driver's license, I had to drive 1,000 kilometers. Those hit quite a lot of terrifying experiences. Where do I start? There was a motorcyclist who tried to get in front of other cars coming my direction, and basically he was on my part of the street and he couldn't get on his side again, so basically I had to have a really bad break. It was experiences like this that made me think I was crazy for going on this trip. But then again, you just have to get over your fears. So Mom, where are we going?
Ice caves.
Ice caves? That
Ice
makes
caves,
sense, I guess.
Dachstein.
Dachstein is a mountain.
Salzkammergut. In Austria.
So that's where we're going now, and apparently we're going for 20 minutes and it's bloody freezing. Thanks to the amazing summer here.
It's got steeper.
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 Just got steeper, and oh my god, look at those rocks over there. With its almost 3,000 meters height, the Dachstein is known as the highest mountain in Upper Austria. But this time, we weren't going on top of the mountain. We were going inside. Legend has it that this cave was found by Peter Gamsjäger in 1897 because he was looking for some runaway cattle.
It's cold in here.
She's not kidding you. As a matter of fact, it's so cold in there that there are actual astronaut suits being tested to be used on Mars. Oh yeah, and I was quite surprised when I heard that it was Austrians who invented those suits. These caves are about 2 million, and the ice that inhabits it up to 500 years old. And this cone is about 9 meters high. To be fair, I can only show you a fraction of the caves, because if you add them up, they're about 2,000 meters long. Watch out, Mom! The ice caves of the Dachstein are definitely a must-see if you're around. But personally, I prefer it overground. I promised you I would show you how I furnished Hermes. Sadly, I didn't film most of the process, but there are quite a lot of photos. is the work of 3 months. It's still work in progress. Transforming Hermes from an empty transporter to a cozy little home took quite its time, but I could hardly be any happier with the outcome. This micro apartment inhabits a living room, a bedroom, and can adapt to many other needs. But how all of this exactly works, that I will show you in another episode of About Wings. Oh, and apparently I have a cat now. This is Gmunden, a small town by the lake Traunsee. It's famous for its porcelain. But we were going to another attraction, and we should definitely not take porcelain with us there. Because you know what they say, where there's a way up, there's gotta be a way down. A summer toboggan run, that gives you quite a kick of adrenaline, but to be fair, it was nothing compared to something else that happened just a few days later. I still have troubles with my adrenaline, but streets of Austria, streets of Europe, streets of the world, beware, I've got a driver's license now. Second attempt, and I'm so freaking relieved. Yeah. You can't imagine how much I was wishing to finally remove that L sign. See that guy driving all by himself? All by myself. I can drive all by myself. That's me, with a driver's license. Have I mentioned I've got a driver's license now? That needed to be celebrated. And how would you celebrate this success best? With a road trip, of course. A road trip that I would take with this lovely fella. Together, we went to Salzburg city. Salzburg is definitely one of the more impressive cities of Austria. It's just flooded with grand historic architecture. And it's basically Austria's music capital because Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart was born here. You know, that guy? And you might have heard this as well before. Yep, that's based around Salzburg as well. But let's not go there, because I personally think that Salzburg is already stuck enough in its clichés. And that's quite a surprise, because it's not necessary. There's so much more to this city, like incredible markets, or stories and legends. And if you walk up the mountain Mönchsberg, you get the full scope of this almost bragging view. all of this is being overlooked by the fortress Salzburg, the oldest intact castle in entire Europe. But if you are on top of the Mönchsberg, don't miss out on the other really impressive buildings up there. If you're into classical music and historical buildings, then Salzburg is a must-see for you. I know, I will be coming back again. But at the end of the day, I had found everything I came here for. My driver's license, a furnished van, and a couple of great new friends and experiences. It was about time for me to leave and get used to this lifestyle before I would finally start the adventure. First stop, Vienna. Next time on About Wings, you get to meet the people I'm leaving behind. I'm starting to feel the beauty of this van life and get really scared.
On my bank account, there's literally €1.
But all of this seems like blown away when a hurricane almost destroys your mobile home.
I'm just realizing I'm so lucky that this thing didn't fall on me.
Don't miss a thing and sign up for the Feathered Messenger on aboutwings.com. You can also support us on Patreon.